everyone, welcome back to another Dead Maze video. Today I want to talk to you about and rank all the kits in the game. Now, what are kits? They're items you can equip onto any clothing for bonuses and effects. They can appear anywhere, at any time, from anything, mainly from killing zombies. There are 3 different types: battle, protection, and support. Battle kits are your offensive, protection are your defensive, and support are, well, your supportive bonuses. Now, why am I talking about them? Can't you just look at the wiki or something? Yes you can. But I'm doing this for fun, and also because you can only milk so much content out of a game that hasn't been updated since 2018. Another reason is I see so many new players get super lucky finding rare kits like shields or fire attack. I'm talking about the holy grail, only to put it on a set like Eskimo. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get right into it, starting off with battle kits. Fire attack, S tier. Fire attack is one of the most valuable and sought after kits in the game. By itself, it doesn't do much. When an enemy is inflicted with fire, it'll do damage over time. Toxic attack, S tier. Just like before, toxic attack is also rare, but doesn't do much on its own besides inflicting poison damage, which also deals damage over time. However, these two are both ranked S tier for one reason: their elemental reaction. Fire plus toxic equals boom. An AoE attack that cuts down mobs like grass. I would argue that toxic attack is slightly better for the fact that once you do an elemental reaction with the two, all the mobs will be on fire already, and you will only need to hit it with toxic again for the reaction to occur once more, though they're usually traded interchangeably. Electric attack, S tier. This kit is best paired with the swimsuit set, as it will allow it to perform its elemental reaction that stuns opponents, which can utilize the damage bonus from the opportunist passive. Not just that, but electric damage can be buffed massively through controllers that allow you to nuke bosses. Cold attack, A tier. This kit is also best paired with the swimsuit set, just like electric kits. The reaction will freeze opponents, preventing them from damaging you. This will also count as a form of stun, making the opportunist passive activate. Having at least one cold attack on your swimsuit is helpful, since you'll essentially be a glass cannon and can easily get one shot if you aren't careful. It is ranked slightly lower, as it cannot be buffed as much as electric attack can. Fire, toxic, electric, and cold attack passives. For the fire, toxic, and electric attack passives, S tier. Cold attack passive, A tier. Fire, toxic, and electric are S tier for obvious reasons. Cold attack passive just doesn't do cold attack much justice in terms of damage, when all the others are just way superior. Bonus damage against slowed and stunned targets. Bonus damage against stunned targets, S tier. Slowed targets, A tier. Stun gets a larger bonus damage increase than slow does. Not to mention the Raider and Opportunist give more damage against stunned foes than slowed. The damage bonus against stunned targets also applies to elemental damage, so we can assume slow does as well. That's why many people build Raider with fire and toxic for an easy farming experience. Critical rate, A tier. It simply increases your critical hit rate. Critical damage, A tier. Increases your damage when you perform a critical hit. Damage passive, C tier. Physical damage passive, C tier. Combo damage passive, C tier. This kit is bugged and does not seem to work at all. I had to retest, retake, and re-edit this portion of the video 3 times to fact check just to be sure. I was recommended by a friend from someone else to try using a butterfly knife to see the damage over time and compare. So I did with 0% combo damage bonus versus 198%. Again, still no difference from what I can tell. Running it through a percentage increase calculator says it is supposed to be ticking around 20 DPS, but that just isn't the case. I could be wrong though, so if anyone could prove it, let me know. With that aside, we move on to protection kits. Shield, S tier, the most valuable kit in the game. When hit, there's a 20% chance they'll activate, reducing the damage taken. Multiple can stack and trigger at the same time. The better the quality, the higher the charge. Great for low threat levels, however, you'll want to start using the next kit on the list for higher threat levels, which is Resilience, S tier, a stat that gives global resistance based on your missing health. At full HP, it does nothing. At half HP, half your resilience kicks in, and at 1 HP, 99% of your resilience takes into effect. The cap is assumed to be around 75%. You can truly see it work best during the tutorial, where you cannot die. Regeneration, S tier. Regeneration affects the rate at which your health replenishes. It relies on your food bar. If you're well fed, your HP regenerates the fastest. At regular hunger, it steadily regenerates. At hungry level, it'll be slow, and at 9 or less food, your character will starve and regenerate minuscule amounts of health while taking more damage. Physical resistance, S tier, reduces the amount of physical damage taken when hit. Great as a substitute for shield or regeneration kits. Even together, they pair well. Resistance, C tier. Resistance applies to both physical and elemental resistance, so you'd think it would be great to use. Unfortunately, the kit variants have such little increase that they're practically worthless. The PQ and NQ values are the same, and even if you had 4 EQ resistance kits, you'd get beaten by a single food buff. Fire, Toxic, Electric, and Cold resistance. Fire and Toxic resistance, B tier. Electric and Cold resistance, C tier. Fire and Toxic kits are helpful when dealing with enemies like the boss in Sacramento or the train adventure, so they're not entirely useless. Electric and Cold resistance kits are completely useless. No enemy in the game deals enough of that elemental type of damage for it to be needed to be resisted. It doesn't prevent freezing or the stun when hit by an electric attack. Counter, A tier, allows you to automatically attack once more when hit. You can really see it in action with a mace. Great for attacking quicker and setting off elemental reactions. Aggro bonus, C tier. Your character will gain all the aggro or attention of any enemy near you. Other than that, it's pretty useless, though it is thought it'll cause zombies to mutate and drop better loot. Max HP, C tier. Increases your maximum HP, not too helpful except for low levels. As you progress throughout the game, you'll be able to obtain a permanent plus 100 HP through level ups, plus 1 permanent HP for each clothing you get EQ, and the HP off your clothing that you're currently wearing and improving. Dodge, B tier, causes the enemy to completely miss an attack. The cap is around 75%, though you can achieve this by using the focus skill and escape artist talent passive. The kit is still amazing as you can get up to 20% dodge on your set and not have to worry about being slowed down. Bonus Received Heal, or BRH. S tier. As the name suggests, it gives a bonus to any healing from you or received by any other players. Extra healing power is always a plus. With protection kits done, we move on to the last kit type. Support kits. Heal skill, S tier. Increases your healing skill, affecting any healing from skills or items that can heal, like the Kukri. Heal on area, A tier. Causes you to heal other players when attacking, mainly meant to allow for play as a healer. Even still, pretty good to have one equipped if you run into other players. Vampiric, A tier. Heals yourself when attacking. The healing can be increased by a healing skill or bonus received heal. It only has a 10% chance of proccing, so it's not too reliable, but nice to have. Blind, S tier. Causes an enemy's attack to miss completely for a period of time. Perfect on any set and is a valuable kit. The higher the quality, the higher and longer the chance/duration it misses. This is best seen by using a board game with a 100% blinding effect. Projection, C tier. Absolute garbage kit. Why would you ever want to push away the thing you're trying to kill? Stun, A tier. Stun lets you gain the damage bonus from the Opportunist passive talent. The only downside is the kit effect is the same as NQ, all the way up to EQ, which is 2 seconds of stun. PS, don't stun the Sacramento boss. Stamina gain, A tier. Stamina is used for a variety of actions such as running, performing combos, and dodging. The more stamina you can regain, the more buffs you can stack and combos you can perform, racking up damage and utilizing weapon effects. Move speed, A tier. This would have been B tier as it only slows the enemy's movement speed down. They can still attack you unlike when they're stunned. This will count as a form of slow, activating the Opportunist and Raider set passive damage bonuses. However, you must remember stun targets give more damage bonus overall. Root, B tier. Completely locks the enemy in place. They can still attack you normally but cannot move. This counts as a form of slow. It is ranked slightly lower than the previous kit ranked, as the duration is slightly lower, resulting in less DPS. Anyways, that was every kit explained and ranked. Do you agree with this list? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, See you next time.